I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Hello, welcome. Glad you're here. So you're probably clicking on this video because you want to see an eyeshadow tutorial, and that's exactly what you're going to get. So let's get right into it. So I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Hello Hydration Moisturizer. I just got this from Walmart.
Open up, you open up, bitch, you want BBM.
Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So now we're gonna start off with the eyes, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of create like a Thanksgiving theme. So I'm gonna go ahead into my return of the eyeshadows, the Jet eyeshadows. This is just a eyeshadow palette I got from FOREVER21, and looks like this. And we're gonna be working in these shades around here. And I'll post exactly which shades I'm using, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first thing you wanna do is prime your eyes. And what I'm gonna do is use the eye primer by Anastasia. And this eye primer is really good. It's kind of light, so what we're gonna do is blend it out pretty good. And you don't want to use a lot of this because a lot goes a very long way. And we're just gonna use a dot size amount. And go ahead and place it on your eyes or eyelid. Little dots like these. And then what you're gonna do is blend it out with your beauty blender or any type of sponge. And doing this is gonna give it like a seam. Alright, sorry about that guys. So my app that I was using decided not to work. So now we're back. So I already blended out the eye primer that I used from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And now we're gonna go ahead into the eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow that I'm going to use first, we're gonna go with this eyeshadow here. It's kind of like a orangish color. Put your brush into there and tap off the excess. And blend it out. And you wanna get a pretty fluffy brush so that you're able to blend it out and not have any lines that are too harsh.
Open up, you open up, bitch, you want BBM. We should be closer than friends.
And also another tip, what you wanna do is put the kind of like your lighter shade on the outside, and your crease color is going to be a darker color. Because if you put the darker color underneath a light color, you're not going to be able to blend the light color so that it actually blends in with the outside. So I'll show you that once we get to the crease. Some eyeshadows you don't want to blend it too much because it can kind of like fade away and disappear and not look.
Open up, you open up, bitch, you want BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you open, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya.
So now we're gonna go ahead and take our brown color. I'm just gonna use this brown color here. And you wanna take that with a smaller brush than you used in the beginning. So we're gonna go ahead and use this brush. This is just a brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and it's just a blending eye brush. And this color, you don't want to get it too high up because then you're going to take away from the brown color or from the red color that you just put on. And I actually might have to take a smaller brush. This is another brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's just the eye crease brush. And you first want to pat it in so that you can get that color onto your crease.
Open up, you open up, bitch you won't be
And blend it out with the brush that we had initially. Mostly what you're doing is trying to blend the edge of your crease color so that it can blend in with the color that you put down initially. And the blending is what takes the longest, so you want to make sure that you're taking your time and you're actually blending it out.
Open up, you open up.
And now what we want to do is, you can either put just a regular tan color right here or like a light color, but I like the glitter. So we're gonna go ahead and choose a glitter to use for this look.
Open up, you open up, bitch you won't be we should be closer than friends. If you open engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead with this color in the corner here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a cut crease. So in order to create a cut crease, you're gonna need some more of your eye primer that you used in the beginning. And you're gonna put a little dot on your hand. You wanna put it on your hand so it's easier to get as much as you need. And what brush I'm gonna use is the accent brush by Real Techniques. It's a really small dome-shaped brush. And what you're gonna do is take a little bit of your primer, your eye primer, and we're gonna cut our crease. The easiest way to cut your crease is to put a little bit on and look up, and where that eye primer touched up there, that's where your crease is. So you want to make that, you want to start that dome right there. That's the tippy top of your crease.
Open up, you open up.
The cut crease, you don't really need your eye primer to be too dry when you put your eyeshadow on, because you want it to like actually stick and stay where you place it.
Open up, you open up, bitch you won't be we should be closer than friends. If you open and take the high road and hop in.
With your color, you want to get a brush like a kind of like a denser brush so it can hold more of the glitter in there. But what we're going to do is go ahead with that corner color and we're going to place some onto the brush. And what you want to do is pack this color in. So we're going to pack the color on.
Open up, you OPN, bitch you won't BBM, we should be closer than friends.
Okay, so now we packed on our glitter color or shimmer color, and what we're gonna do is go back in with that brown color that we put into the crease and kind of blend out the outer edge.
Bitch you won't BBM, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down.
Okay, and that's the eyeshadow look that we're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay. Now that both of our eyes are done, we're gonna go ahead and prime our face to get ready for our foundation. I'm gonna be using the Hangover Primer by Too Faced. And we're gonna go ahead and place that all over our face. As you can see, I'm running out, so. Get some more.
Open up, you OPN.
Okay, now that we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and with the Maybelline Baby Skin. And that's just a poreless primer. I'm just gonna put this in areas where I have the most pores, which would be on my nose and around my nose. Alright, now that we have that, we're gonna go ahead and with our foundation. We're gonna go ahead with our foundation. I don't have the actual bottle, I just have a sample size that I got from Sephora just to try it out. But I got the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and it's in the shade Butter Pecan. It's chocolate. Well, milk chocolate. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that foundation with a brush, and then with a foundation brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics. No, I am not sponsored by them today, because if I was, I would have a hell of a lot more stuff in here. So I got the foundation brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dip that in. Too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with the Real Techniques blending brush, or buffing brush. It's just a small one. I like to use that. So we're gonna go ahead and apply that.
Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open up, open, open.
And for your nose, you want to take the excess foundation and put that on there. You don't want to actually put a whole lot of foundation on your nose so it doesn't try to run away from you when it starts getting hot outside.
We should be closer than friends. If you open, engaging you on my agenda. Request my
And then I'm gonna go back over that with the NYX. This is just a professional makeup brush, number 3. Pretty sure I got this from like a beauty supply store. But I'm gonna spray this with my Badescu spray. And I'm just gonna spray it so that it blends a little bit easier. You wanna like skin finish because we're flawless. And we were born this way.
You OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
I'm not too much of a highlighter person per se for the under eye. I may try this Juvias Place foundation. This is in the shade Ethiopia. The shade, they actually matched me to it and it was a little bit too light for my skin. So kudos to Ulta, good job. Yeah. So we're gonna put that in our under eye as a concealer.
You OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in.
We're gonna set our face with a setting powder. So the setting powder that I'm gonna use is by MAC and it's gonna be the Mineralized Skin Finish in the dark deepest shade. We're just going to take a brush. This, I'm using the powder brush by Real Techniques. And you wanna just kind of like dab it in and place it all around. I haven't found a good loose setting powder for under my eyes, so this is what I use for literally everywhere.
Open up, you OPN.
I like to do my eyelashes after I've already done my foundation and everything and put on my powder, just because I don't want to end up messing up any of the mascara by having foundation on it. So the mascara that I'm going to use 2 different ones. The first one I'm going to use is by Maybelline and it's the Colossal volume. This one I really like and I got it in the color Glam Black. I like really black mascara just because it makes my eyes really pop. Not that you can see it or anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply that to the top lash. It's like a fine-tooth comb for your lashes. After you do that, you want to do your top lashes and then your bottom lashes, because if you try to do your top lashes and bottom lashes on both eyes, then it can get a little messy. So you want to focus on the top first, then the bottom. Well, if you decide to just do it however you want, then go ahead and do that. It's fine too. So we're gonna go ahead and with the next mascara, and it's gonna be the Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara, and this is by Too Faced. And we're gonna go ahead and put that on top of the Maybelline mascara that we just put on.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that happened. Everyone makes mistakes. Gosh, got my back.
Open up, you open. Bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. Open up, you open. Bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you open and take the high road and hop in. Open.
Alright, and that is all for the eyes. The eye is complete. If you want to stop here, you can, but you're about to contour. So where we're going to use the contour, since we already set our face with powder, I like to do that so I can use the powder contour, and I'm just going to use the True Complexion contour palette, and it's going to be in the shade medium to dark. So for this one, you want to go ahead and take you want to take a dense face brush, and this face brush is by Real Techniques. Probably can't even see that, that's alright. So you want to go ahead and, I'm going to go in with the darker shade first, and then cover up a little bit with the lighter shade. The darker shade is pretty dark, so I'm going to go in pretty lightly and then really blend it out.
Open up, you open.
Now we get to the cheekbones. That's where you gotta be careful, because you don't want to look like a little mud pie over here.
You open.
Little
Bitch, you
tiny
won't
bit.
be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you open and take the high road and hop in.
So now I'm gonna take a brush that doesn't have any product on it, because I don't want that harsh line to be really dark. So I'm gonna take the sculpting brush by the Real Techniques, and I'm gonna blend that out with this brush.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open.
I'm not gonna do the contour on my forehead yet. I'll do a little bit. I don't really do it too much, just because you wanna wait until you style your hair so that all of your hairline can be blended in as well.
We should be closer than friends. If you open, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my check.
So I like to go in with that, and then a little bit over it with my brush I use for my face powder. I'm gonna just take a highlighter brush. So I'm gonna use this Eco Tools highlight brush. It's just a thicker fan brush. And we're gonna take that gold color here. And we're gonna go ahead and put that on our cheekbones. So you wanna make sure that you keep turning so that you can make sure that you're getting it in the places that it's supposed to be.
Open up, you open up.
Then I'm just gonna take my finger and place a little bit on the tip of my nose and the bridge.
Open up,
You
open up. Bitch, you won't be we should be closer than friends. If you open.
And now I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is just like I don't even know, it doesn't even have a brand on it, just a really small brush so that you can get the highlighter under your brows.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola.
And I'm gonna place a little bit on the inner corner as well.
First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN,
We got that. Then we're gonna go ahead and set our face. I like to use the Badescu spray. Either one of them works. I'm just using the green one, cucumber today. And a little bit of the Prime Water by Smashbox. I love this stuff. As you can tell, it's running out.
She's come to visit me. She say that she the loneliest and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Say you out for Pokeball. Let your emotions open up.
So after you do that, you want to take a wet beauty blender and go ahead and pat around your face, because if you do that, then it's going to fuse everything together and be just flawless.
If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. You OPN, bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN.
Okay, and for our lips, I'm gonna go ahead and with the Rimmel London in the color Rosetto Liquido, and this is gonna be the Stay Matte lip color. I'm gonna use that and place that all around our lips. And this stuff really, when it says it stays matte, listen, it stays matte. guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more videos posted throughout the week. I'm trying to do twice a week, so keep an eye out for those. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want notifications for when I do post these videos. And I hope it was helpful for you, for those that aren't really too familiar with how to blend out eyeshadows and what kind of colors that go with each other. But hopefully we can learn together.